This week we're at Lake St. Clair for the final stop on the Bass Pro Tour. You know, it's an incredible lake. Lake St. Clair is a place that I've fished for many, many years. You know, we're here in early September. It should be the start of the fall transition. And this week the story is all about the weather. So leading up to the tournament and the competition days, we've had a ton of wind. You know, all week long, 25, 35, 40 mile an hour winds. We had a big storm come through right before practice started and dumped a bunch of rain, and again with really high winds. So it really churned up the lake. You know, I've fished here a lot of times and I've never seen huge areas like this get so muddy. So the one thing is, with all that water coming out of Lake Huron, it does clear this system up pretty dang quickly. You know, all week long, you know, the story here is going to be largemouth or smallmouth. You know, this is a famed smallmouth fishery, and that's what I love to do. You know, the smallmouth are in a mixed pattern right now, from everything from offshore to starting, you know, to move towards the river mouths and that, like they do in the fall. You know, it's all about the bait here. So because we have a 2-pound minimum and we're fishing just American water, I think you're going to see largemouth be a factor this week a little bit. You know, I know that I really want to focus on smallmouth. I, you know, caught some really nice ones, but the sheer volume of canals and shallow backwaters and, you know, all the vegetation around where the rivers dump in on it provides a lot of good largemouth habitat, and they just don't get fished for a lot here. So, you know, technology is absolutely critical when you come to a place like this, and this is one of those places where it's really important. So, you know, I've got 5 Humminbird Helix 12s on my boat. You know, I've got Mega Live, I've got Mega 360, I've got side imaging, 2D sonar, and Lake Master mapping, and all of them are going to be a big, big factor. Another thing is that spot lock on your Ultrac. So, you know, for the shallow water guys, they're going to be focusing on their Raptors, you know, but just really being able to drift with the current through some of these chutes, you know, pull down and just really pick an area apart. For me, when I'm fishing offshore, you know, it's really going to be all about those electronics. So it's going to be an interesting week to see how it all plays out. I'm really looking forward to it. You know, I had a real mixed practice with all the wind. It just made it really hard to get around. But this lake is going to change exceptionally fast. The way it really got dirty in a lot of areas, and as it cleans up and as these fish start to move towards some of these areas, I don't think the person who wins this tournament has actually even found the fish that they're going to catch yet. They're moving by the minute. That's what smallmouth do this time of the year, and I'm looking forward to this whole week. It's going to be a lot of fun.